Hello, and welcome to Cryptid Spotlight Season 2, Episode 2, Wendigo. I've received so many requests from all of you wanting to devote a full video to this cryptid, rather than just a topic on one of my list videos. So here we go. The Wendigo is from the folklore of the Algonquian people, who were, and some still are, located in Canada and parts of the United States. The name Wendigo means he who lives alone, or evil spirit who devours mankind, depending on the dialect. According to legend, there are actually two forms of this cryptid. The first form is the actual demon-like spirit that is said to be able to possess its victim, which then turns the person into the second form, which is the actual beast. For the most part in legends, this cryptid is brought about when a human being partakes in cannibalism or have immense greed. In some tellings, people are able to become possessed if they dream about a Wendigo. Near Kenora, Ontario, there is a location known as Wendigo Cave, which received its name by trappers, traders, and trackers, reporting sightings of the creature in the area frequently. In researching this topic, it seems that in some cases there is confusion as to whether the Wendigo is actually a different form of a Bigfoot. Descriptions of this being vary, but commonly they are said to be very tall with gray skin that is pulled tightly over their emaciated bodies. Their bones protrude from the skin that almost resembles a walking skeleton. Their mouth is normally covered in blood, and they have sharp yellow fangs and a long tongue. They have dark eyes that are sunken deep into their skull and have a smell of decay about them. Their appetite for human flesh is insatiable, and no matter how much they eat, they are always hungry. In versions of the legend, it is said that the more they eat, the more powerful and larger they get. In other stories, they are said to become more animal-like as their power grows. Normally they are associated with winter, which the season is known to bring starvation due to the intense cold. Again, in some reports, there are claims that it is 15 feet tall with glowing eyes and a heart of ice. The eyes are said to glow when it is threatened or ready to attack. As you can see, descriptions vary greatly from one side of the spectrum to the other. When the Wendigo hunts its prey, it normally only does so at night, and will follow its victim until they fall into hysteria of being followed. Once the person is vulnerable, the creature pounces on them and begins to devour their flesh. It is said that in rare cases, people have escaped a Wendigo attack, but soon come down with Wendigo fever. This disease causes an intense burning sensation in the limbs and constant nightmares. Within this, there are also reports of a third and incredibly rare way to become a Wendigo outside of the two previously mentioned. Some state the bite of a Wendigo will cause someone to become one as well, and the reason this is rare is due to the fact that very few people survive the attack. It should be noted at this point that there is actually a psychological condition known as Wendigo psychosis. People afflicted with this condition are said to exhibit the urge of craving human flesh even when other food options are available. In the Native American cultures, if someone came down with this mental state, cures were attempted, but if that failed, the afflicted one would be convinced to commit suicide or outright executed. This creature has been featured as the antagonist in the game Until Dawn. The developers made some of the lore up behind this version, but it still holds on to the fact that they were created by humans eating other people's flesh. In comic books, the Wendigo is occasionally featured in X-Men graphic novels. With this version, multiple people have been the Wendigo, but all of them have succumbed to cannibalism in order to become it. The only difference here is that the curse can be cured, but originally only when someone else was infected with the curse. The cryptid has also been featured in shows such as Supernatural and the short-lived Hannibal. Some view the tales of a Wendigo as a cautionary tale against people partaking in cannibalistic activities or other social taboos. While this may be a reasonable answer as to how it came about, there is still a possibility that a similar creature may actually be out there roaming about the forest, looking for its next victim. With that, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.